Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night. It depends your location. Speaking to you once again, my name is Gucci York, the voice of the voiceless. I'm your advocate. The podcast is about Liberia, our lovely country, Liberia. Some mistreatment among fellow Liberians residing in Liberia, and even though in the diaspora. So I would like to talk on this because I believe that changes can come through the social media. And first of all, thank for those that discovered the social media, Mark Zuckerberg, and those that discover microscope, Bill Gates. We thank you all for this. They can make us to even stay right in our bedroom, in our bathroom, in our kitchen, etc., to tell the world what really happening. Now that before you got to ride or before you got to buy a plane ticket to go there or take a truck or buses to go to those places, but now you can live right in your bedroom to tell the world what's going on, the mistreatment of your people, the mistreatment of fellow human beings. I just received information from Liberia right now about the LDC, the Liberia Electricity Corporation. I was never born in a LDC situation been happening. And after I was born and I'm grooming now, the same situation, the same old system that existed before is still existing. While in other countries, and I will not go to America because those people, they are developed world. I will not go to Europe because those people, they are advanced and developed world. But I will talk in the continent of Africa. The system in Africa, because I would like to compare Liberia system with other African country system. For example, look at our neighboring country, Cote d'Ivoire. They are not better than us. They are the same African than all, they are the same black than all. But what makes them to be advanced better than us? It is because those people that are working, those people that they put in place to work, those people that they put in office to work, they are working with passion. They are working to leave legacy tomorrow. But not like Liberia, the majority of us, from 10 years old up to maybe 25 years, if you make a survey, you go from county, villages to villages, from county to county down to Monrovia. If you make an interview, or go to the schools, go in classes, sit down with students and ask them, if you graduate, if you got a degree, what you want to do? The survey will tell you that majority want to work in government. Why you think they want to work in government? Because the gene, it is in us that only in government you can make it. This is why we see some of the ill treatment for our people, the ill treatment for in our country, in the society. We cannot get rid of it with the kind of time we've been living, 176 years. How can ABC, a country that supply electricity to the entire country, still get the same old system? I believe there is corruption within that system. That's why it happened like that. The hydro, we damage the hydro because of our own stupidity. And the time the hydro was built, at that time, our population at that time and now is not the same. Now, we got a vast population. And moreover alone, I think we almost 1 million some human beings. And the hydro that was built, I think it's only 64 megawatt. How can 64 megawatt supply electricity in the entire Monrovia within 24 hours? We got to do something about it. We got to fight to do something about it. And even if the 64 megawatt can supply electricity to Monrovia, I believe that there is a corruption within our system. Those few, the other thing they buy to supply electricity, to supply the generator. They take the fuel and divert it to different purpose. And Liberians are there. A girl now was in class, she went to school, and the school she went to, there was no electricity. How can investor come in the country when such a thing going on? How can investor sacrifice the money that they work for? They come to Liberia to invest with that kind of situation. No stable electricity. You open your business, you paying tax to government. Then when you open your business, current will go for 2 hours. Current will go for 3 hours. Current you go for 24 hours. It is not just, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm calling on the present government of Joseph Boakai to do something about it. That system is corrupt. That electricity system is corrupt. We have to do something to bring changes. We have to do something to bring changes to the investor. Government alone cannot employ over 5 million people. Everybody want to work in the government. And according to statistics, the government can only employ 700,000 people. In which the 700,000 people, the annual budget is 300 million. And that 700,000, if you got like, let's assume 6 million people and you take out 700,000, how much balance will mean? We left 5,300,000 people. The 5,300,000 people. Let's assume out of the 5,300,000 people, 3 million are grown men, they are above the age of 25. They cannot work in the government. So the only thing can create job for these people and our graduate, our student, our citizen that went to school, that went in diaspora, the end degree, and do in Liberia, thing that can create job for them is the private sector. And how you think that private sector can come? The private sector can come through investors. Who are the investors? That though someone like me or other people in the diaspora that they will come to Liberia, maybe they want to open hotel, or maybe they want to open restaurant, or maybe they want to build a factory. These are the people that will employ a lot of people more than the government. So the government now need to test it and maintain stable electricity. Even all in a village, internet system, electric system, and frequent water. We need to get these things because this thing, the one can make human life be swift. But not the case. The case is current, they will supply current in Johnson Street today, maybe today for Johnson Street, tomorrow for Duper Road, and tomorrow and the day after is for Broad Street. We are not like Nigeria. Because mass corruption, that what you see in Nigeria is like that. Nigeria has the money. They are the superpower for the economy in Africa. But why you think they're that? Because the mass corruption, so we got to do things differently. We cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and we expect different changes. I was small when we used to hear about the LEC business. Very small that current go, it will take 1 day or it will take 3-4 hours before current come. How can investors come in the country with their money to invest when we don't have stable electricity? Ladies and gentlemen, Liberians will need to change our mind. Liberians will need to change the way we do things. We cannot keep doing things for way tournament time and still expect to get different result while we are in 2024 now. Our electricity corporation is, if they know the settle, that entity cannot be maintained by government, take that entity and give it to someone that will maintain it, someone that will supply frequent electricity to our people. For example, the person that opened our school that my little girl went to, they're paying tax to the government. The school they got is a computer school, where you have about 50 students, and each of the students pay maybe like $70 per course, or within 3 months, $70. And you pay a tax, and you don't have standby generator. Now the students, they are all present and no electricity for more than 2 hours. Is that fair, ladies and gentlemen? It is not cheating from the government. This is why we talk about corruption. The person pay a tax and he's supposed to save. If that man don't pay tax, the government will close down his business and even hold him for extortion. But the man paying a tax and you cannot get frequent electricity. That is not unjust. That is unjust, ladies and gentlemen. If the government know that that particular entity that is responsible to supply current within Central Moravia. Because I cannot say beyond. I don't think like Kakatan, they have frequent currency. Because if Moravia cannot get frequent currency, I don't think Kakatan can get it. I don't think even Havel can get it. The last time I read on the news that there was no electricity, RRA, all those things is disgrace. Investors will flee from the country with all these things. These are things government need to put in place. Proper place. With regulation. With check and balance. People are going to check it every time. Before investors come to our country, ladies and gentlemen. There is not right for Liberian that will dream it, but Liberian that will want our children to inherit. We should do things the right way. All these things written on a book, we should not know it. Let us go by the book. Let us do check. Let's check. It is shameful to see other African countries that are living on the path like European country. Then to see Liberia still sitting on the way-back system. LEC used to do the thing when the town was small. Then now LEC cannot be effective. It's a big shame to us, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big disgrace to a country like Liberia, 176 years old. And Liberia have never done something in Africa that people will applaud us. Like other African countries. Look at Cote d'Ivoire. Are they playing match? They are not playing match. They are hosting the African Cup of Nations. But Liberia never hosted the African Cup of Nations before. And with all the resources we have, what are we doing in Liberia? Everybody got the same old thinking, the same old way of doing things. And like that one woman born all Liberian. You will not see the Liberian do things differently. Everybody do things the same way. And we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different changes. We got to change our mindset. The mindset is what embarrassing Liberia. If we keep doing the same thing over and over, nothing will change in Liberia. Everybody, anywhere you employ anybody for work, they're just going there to steal. If you send them to LPRC, it's West. You send them to Ministry of Agriculture, it's West. You send them to Ministry of Commerce, it's West. So where can a man work with passion? Where can a man work to serve his country with sincerity, with integrity? For everywhere somebody go, there more year about corruption. Even in the electricity or entity, there is corruption. Ladies and gentlemen, it is so discouraging. We that live in the diaspora, when we read the news, and people give what they knew, it will make us to be discouraged to come home. Because we are traveled, we see other countries, the path they own, we want our country to be on that same path. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Liberian, government official, work in the interest of your country. Work in the interest to improve your country. Not to steal. Let us abolish the stealing business. And the Anti-Corruption Commission should hold these people that embezzle money accountable. Put them to prison. That's the only way they will stop that kind of hideous act. We are fed up with this, ladies and gentlemen. We are fed up with this. Corruption is eating us up. Corruption is eating our children. The children that were born in 2000, they still grow with that mindset. Those that will be born, they still grow with that mindset. When will Liberian official, government official learn to do the right thing? When will they love their country the way they love their wives, the way they love their children? You say you are Liberian. They put you in position to serve your people. But you get there, you in all the boat because you feel you are managing director. You feel that maybe you are president. You feel that maybe you are deputy minister. You feel that maybe you are Supreme Court judge. So you feel that the law cannot hold you, but it can hold the poor people's children. It is unjust, ladies and gentlemen. The LEC entity is very, very corrupt. We got to see about it. You got to revisit all the law you put on book. If the government cannot maintain that entity, you're turning it over to foreign company that will help the entity of the LDC. Because how can a man open a business, investor can invest the money? Then you go and buy extra generator. Then what are you paying tax for? And you got your LDC that cannot bring frequent currency. Frequent current, I mean. There is a shame, ladies and gentlemen. So my advocacy is to fight all the ill treatment in the society, to bring up all the ill treatment in the society. Anyone that will watch this video, share it, let it go around the world. We all need to put hands together to fight these people. The people that are in the government just to take our money to fight them. We all need to hold hands together and do the same posture as I am doing to fight these people that can't in the government, that can't in those entities just to steal. And we need to hold these people accountable. I believe if we put 100 to 200 people in jail for this act, corruption will be minimized. Even though there is no country in the world that is corruption free, but it will be minimized. It's too much in the Liberian society. Everybody think that anywhere you employ them to work, whether private sector or whether it's a government sector, they want to steal. So who can you trust in Liberia? Down to the youth or 10 years or all the way above, their aim is to corrupt. How can a country that will help people develop when everyone have that kind of narrow mindset, ladies and gentlemen? For that reason, I'm dedicating my effort, my time, and my will to advocate that change must come to my country, Liberia. I got more video. I will continue to talk even when I can't on the soil of Liberia. When you people catch me and jail me, I prefer to go in jail for my country than to see a treatment for my people, Liberia. I will stop the file, but I still got video to post. If you watch a video, please share it, let it go. Any part of the world, let people know the AIDS treatment in Liberia. Well, we are still backward. We are still backward. People still sitting there in Texas screecher together while you paying your money, still screecher. You don't see that in other West African country. I'm not even talking about East Africa. And you will see in Liberia where you see car for over 50 years is still on the street of Liberia. The Ministry of Transport need to put in place that they need to set regulation that car after 10 years should not run in the street of Liberia. Look at country like Cote d'Ivoire. These people, Ministry of Transport, have regulation. In Liberia, you will still go and see cars that were over 50 years back still running. And the government don't do nothing. The Ministry of Transport don't do nothing. They got regulation, but they gave them some money and they allow that kind of car to run. It is time good for us. We need to live modern day life. Everything has been modernized. I'm sitting right in my room making a podcast, and somebody could be in America and watch a video. So we need to live the modern way. Not the old way where all the cars import from outside. They are all old cars. You will never see car in Liberia running on the street that about 5 years old. Any car running on the street of Liberia maybe about 10 or 20, 30 years back. And the Ministry of Transport should have put things in place for all these things. Ladies and gentlemen, Liberian, fellow Liberian, we need to change our mindset. You live in America for 20 years, you live in America for 30 years. You saw other people's country look there. You live in France, you live in South Africa, you live anywhere in Africa. Look at the other people's country. But we are still living the old thing, those ministers. All the school, maybe they send you to school in America. You don't see the system there? They put you there to bring changes. You got expertise that why they put you in there to be minister. Because they put you there like you are the head for that entity. You are the head for that ministry. So they put you to bring changes, but when you get there, all your plan, all the oath you took, it changed because you won't get rich. Ladies and gentlemen, unacceptable. I still got more video to talk about the AIDS treatment in the society. I will continue to be on LEC back. I will continue to be on Joseph Nyiman back. I will continue to be on every AIDS treatment I see in the society. I will talk on it. Thank you all. May God bless Mama Liberia. May God bless you that will watch a video. And please don't forget, if you watch a video, please share. Thank you and have a great day.